Welcome back to more Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're going to look at support scenes. And then possibly do the mission. Oh yeah, and I recorded burn data. Off camera and grinded slightly.
You think I'd cheat? On you, baby? Never. You're the only one for me. I swear. Hey, if you don't believe me, well... Oh, I get it. If I'm not your type, do you want me to introduce you to some other guys who have crests? They're all noble.
What? That isn't why I'm... You're worse than I thought.
I just want you to be happy. You know, get what you're after. I hate seeing a girl cry. Especially one as beautiful. So, you know. So, Professor, do you enjoy... You look like you've got something to...
You're a jerk.
Hey, that was between me and her, not... But, you know how it is. Most relationships, they end in heartbreak. Anyway, I really do hate seeing a girl cry.
Is that a fact?
Believe whatever you want, but I'm honestly not sure if I can ever love again. Well, I figure the best way to mend a broken heart is, why don't you join me? Who knows? Maybe you'll find love. I mean, I know I will. Calm down, it was only a joke. You've really got no sense of humor, you know that?
Hello, Felix. I see you're here to train as well.
Go away. Just looking at your face makes me want to retch.
With that mouth of yours, you grow more like your brother every day.
Shut up. And stop walking around on your hind legs. You're not fooling me.
I cannot fathom why you seem to hate me so.
Because I know what you really are. A beast, craving blood.
A beast craving blood, am I? I assume you're speaking of the events 2 years ago. Last time we met outside the academy?
I am. The way you suppressed that rebellion, it was ruthless slaughter, and you loved every second. I remember the way you killed your victims, how you watched them suffer. And your face, that expression, all the world's evil packed into it. That was our first battle. I remember it vividly. Oh, something wrong? Go ahead and deny it, you wild boar.
I deny nothing, Felix.
Well then. I suppose the Dimitri I once knew died during that slaughter in Dusker, along with my brother.
Perhaps you're right.
Hurry up and get out of my sight. I don't make a habit of talking to beasts.
I'd better avoid the training grounds. I swear, His Highness never sleeps.
You're out late, Sylvain. Is it safe to assume you've been wildly carousing with women? I'm afraid that behavior simply will not do.
Ah, Your Highness! Hello. No, I was not wildly carousing with women. There was only the one. Let's just forget you saw me. Agreed?
Unfortunately, I can't do that. It's time someone talked some sense into you. And it seems the task has fallen to me. Sylvain, I'm not saying you can't enjoy yourself at night. But you must learn the art of moderation. Again and again, you end up wandering the streets until the early morning.
Okay, I get it. I don't need one of your lectures. I've got them all memorized anyway. I promise I'll be better in the future. I'll stop going out at night, I'll focus more on my studies, and in return, you'll go into town with me, and we'll invite some cute girls to dinner. Shall we shake on it?
The way your mind works absolutely confounds me. How did you even arrive at such a notion?
You need to get out more. Naive and uptight is no way to live your life.
Naive and uptight? Yes, well, compared to you, I imagine I'm downright run-of-the-mill.
I'm not so sure. Most men are experienced enough to know not to give a dagger to the girl they...
Will you never let that rest? It was many years ago. Perhaps a good knock on the head will help you to finally forget about it.
With your brute strength, a knock on the head could knock the life right out of me. You'd better watch that temper, Your Highness. So how about this? I'll try to behave, and you'll try to loosen up.
If I do as you wish, will you truly promise to improve your behavior?
What'd I just say? Of course I'll behave. A knight of Fargus never goes back on his word. What about you? I want to see you with a girl on your arm.
I am a man of my word. I will attempt to do as you ask. But you had better uphold your end of the bargain as well.
Seriously? Yeah, I'll believe it when he introduces me to the lucky girl. Oh, Dimitri, you always take even the silliest things so very seriously. This should be fun.
Good morning, Your Highness. Getting in some early training, huh?
Oh, it's not too terribly early. And what about you?
Oh, I'm just going for my morning walk. Hey, maybe you'd like to join me. It's a great way to start the day.
Morning. You really do remind me of your father, Annette.
I hear that a lot. Father was always busy with work, so he wasn't around much. But when he was home, he'd often take me with him for his walks.
Annette, something's been weighing on me. Something I've done terribly wrong. Your father, he worked tirelessly. I don't know if I ever saw him take a rest. I feel as though, in a way, we stole him from you.
I'll admit it was a bit lonely growing up. But I understand. Father loved his work. No one ever doubted that. Actually, I've been thinking recently that I'd like to talk to you more, Your Highness.
Oh? Any reason in particular?
Father was a man of few words, both with myself and my mother. But sometimes he would tell me about you. So, you don't really feel like a stranger to me. In a way, it's like I've known you for a long time. Almost as though you're my big brother.
Your big brother?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I let that slip out. That was rude of me.
No, nonsense. I promise you, I don't mind at all. It's certain that my days would have been filled with more fun if I'd had a little sister like you. What kind of things did Gustav tell you about me? I'd love to hear more on this topic.
Do you really want to know? Well, for one, he used to tell this story about when you were a child, and...
You know what? Never mind. I have a bad feeling about where this is going. How about you forget we had this talk altogether, and don't mention it to anyone?
Hi, Dudu. I wanted to thank you again for helping me out the other day. Everything was ready in time for dinner, and we all agreed the food was really tasty.
I barely did anything.
That's silly talk. With just a few ingredients, you made an amazing meal. I could never have done it, no way. You deserve all the praise in the world.
I still have much to learn. Truly delicious food brings a smile to people's faces. Until I see His Highness smile in that way, I will spare no effort to improve.
Well, if that's your aim, you're in luck. I've seen him shovel in your food with gusto. You must be really ambitious if you're not satisfied with that meal. I'd love for you to teach me your ways. I want to be a great cook too.
Your skills are not the problem. You merely make errors of negligence.
Well, sure, I know that. But how can I stop making those errors? No matter how hard I try, I always seem to mess things up. The pan explodes when I cook. I forget my purse when I go shopping. That's just how life is for a scatterbrain like me. Just the other day, I was nearly laughed off the training ground for wearing mismatched shoes. My uncle used to sigh in despair when he saw me messing something up.
You simply fail to pay attention to your surroundings. Ensure the pan is on the flame and that the knives are put away properly. Look at yourself in the mirror before you go out, to make certain you have what you need. Everyone makes mistakes, but yours should be easy enough to correct.
That's all great advice. Thank you, Dedu. You really have a kind heart. At first I thought you were so stern all the time.
Am I that imposing?
Well, a bit. Maybe if you smiled sometimes. All you have to do is lift up the corners of your mouth. Like this. See?
I see. I will try it.
It's a kind of creepy smile. So I'm confused by that weird line on top of the B.
Dedu, hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not bothering you. Looks like you're pretty deep in thought.
Does it?
I just wanted to stop by and ask. It was your turn to cook last night, yeah? Well, it was great. I was wondering if you could give me some tips. You know, teach me how to cook. I hear a girl loves a man who can cook.
Sylvain,
Yeah?
you are from Fargus. You must understand how it appears for you to spend time with one from Dusker. To be near me is to invite tedious misunderstanding.
Oh, please. I don't care who misunderstands what about me. I talk to who I want. Besides, I believe the Dusker people are innocent.
You do?
Fargus and Dusker have been friendly since... Heck, so why would our old friends from Dusker just up and assassinate our king? Sure, there are probably folks from Dusker who don't like Fargus, but do I think there's enough of them to mount an attack and slaughter the king?
It is difficult to believe, considering the discrepancy.
Right? At most, I can see a misguided group of people from Dusker conspiring with someone. Maybe they were even lured into participating, and regardless, it doesn't concern you or the rest of your people. Besides, people like to talk about me anyway, so let them talk. Okay, you're making a weird face.
I have misjudged you. I was under the impression...
Well, I'm glad I've cleared up that myth. There must be people who think like me in Ferdiad, including...
Agreed. But whatever the truth, we are still perceived as...
Once a misunderstanding takes hold, it isn't easy. But even if we found evidence that your people are innocent, the only thing that can change that is time and effort.
Time and effort. Yeah,
Man, that got serious. Shouldn't we lighten...
very well.
Hello, Felix. So, it was your turn.
Yes.
Well, I went ahead and took care of it. I also cleaned up the warehouse.
Why?
I just wanted to help you out. So that... Okay, fine. I'm bribing you. So you'll forget.
Forget what?
Are you really gonna make me say it? Before, in the greenhouse, I want you to forget what you saw and heard. If you agree to forget about it, I'll take your shift in the stables. Do we have a deal?
No thanks.
No? But that's not okay! You have to forget about it, right this moment!
I can't. It's permanently etched in a mountain of sweets, as well as steaks and cakes. Stacks of them, apparently. I'm also intrigued by those bear and swamp beastie songs you mentioned. Ah, and I've been meaning to ask about the move that went along with crumbs and yums. Was that fencing footwork?
Oh, stop it, Felix!
Hmm?
You think you're so funny? Keeping a straight face while mocking my singing and dancing? Well, you have to forget about it. Please. What if I make you a nice steak dinner? You like steak, don't you, Felix? It'll be yum.
This isn't about steak.
Fine. Be stubborn. Tell the whole world for all I care. I'll just learn to live with the funny looks. They'll all say, there goes that Annette, the girl with the funny ideas about food. You're just the evilest of villains, Felix. I'll hate you forever and ever.
I was just trying to be nice. Funny ideas about food. Even the bullies in her head are ridiculous. I really don't understand that girl. What are all these books doing on the floor?
Hey, Cyril.
I'm tidying up the library.
Isn't there a schedule for library cleaning due?
Oh, I'm helping out the kid whose job it. Besides, some of these books are valuable. Gotta handle them carefully.
But there are so many. You really think you'll get all this done
Easy. There's more stuff to do tomorrow. So,
And I guess you're planning to...
yep.
Come on, it'll be dusk soon.
Nah, it's my...
There is no way one person can shelve...
Like I said, these books need to be handled real careful. This is my job, and
I can't just stand here and watch. I'll handle this shit.
Listen, I said...
I promise I'll be careful.
Fine. You do over there.
Got it.
Mercedes, you look divine as always.
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray.
Well, because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls.
I won't lie, I do, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a...
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me.
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better.
I don't know where to begin.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in house...
Cartels? I thought you were...
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but...
I don't mean to be nosy. If...
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant. After I was born, my mother... Shortly after, my mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up...
So you grew up in a church?
Yes, Oh, praying. I forgot.
Right. And...
Yes, see you.
House Bartels wanted a crest and ruined other people's lives. That's a heavy sigh.
Yeah? That's the sigh of exhaustion after spending the past...
Apologizing?
If by restrained you mean... Mark my words. The more you hurt people, the more weighty the...
Ha! If I get bitten, that's all just part of the game. Heck, I had one girl's brother come after me with a pitchfork.
If you end up getting maimed or killed by a pitchfork, don't Glenn used to make light of getting hurt too.
I'm sorry. I know what it did to you when he died. It hurt to see when you wouldn't even come out of your room to take care of your horse.
Nothing...
Well, I'm happy that you're better. Seeing you out and about helped me relax enough to be...
Your predictability is... When I finally stopped mourning, you know what brought me back?
Me?
You know you can't get along without me following in your shadow and caring for you.
Huh. The truth really does hurt.
Please, Sylvain. Consider your actions before... And stop acting so nonchalant. Promise me that.
Okay.
Okay, Mercy. This time we're gonna be really good and get the supplies with no detour. You're so good at sticking to a plan. I'll stay out of your way and just browse. Hey, that's not fair. I wanna...
Looks like you girls are...
Annie? I've never seen this person. I'm sorry to be rude, but we're kind of...
Wait a minute. I think you're shopping with money you stole. But no need to worry your pretty little heads.
Step back, Mercy. Listen here, you. I don't want to fight you, but I will if I...
You think you can talk to...
Oh, then
What?
Annie, run! I hope so. I thought you were in danger, You're actually blaming me for this? It's like I don't even know you and... Mercy! I was just trying to protect you. Hello, Ingrid. Can I have just a...
Sure. I can spare a moment or two. I haven't the time to bother with such frivolities. As long as basic hygiene is being met, then...
Oh, but you're missing out on something so fun. I mean, it's not like you need it, of course.
Well, thank you. But my time is precious to me, and
Sure, but okay, maybe I'm taking it too far. I'm just saying, I really think you'd enjoy. I can see it now. Your gorgeous face done up with a hooray! Okay, we don't. Now, I actually got that little kid. It's a limited palette, but I think it fits the look you're going.
I actually never agreed to start putting that.
What? Oh,
You're throwing it away? Okay.
that's the spirit. Come on, let's go to my room.
Now, don't be. Ugh.
I suppose we'll start the mission and then split the part afterwards.
Thank you so much.
So, this is to be our battlefield. Gronder Field. Are you feeling confident, Professor?
Very.
Excellent. That's most reassuring. We can win, I'm sure of it. After all, it's not as though we've spent the last half year sitting idle, and I'm feeling stronger this moon. As though I could conquer 1,000 opponents all on my own.
That's reassuring.
You can depend on me. Well, it's about time for the battle to begin. Everyone?
All I'm worried about is finding someone worthy to cross.
We've prepared and trained. You're always so carefree, Mercy. Don't forget, we need to try.
This is our chance to show how hard.
If I emerge victorious in the lauded battle of the Eagle and Lion, the ladies are sure to take notice.
Ugh, is that all you think about?
Yeah. I should.
No matter the battle, I will not.
We're counting on your guidance, Professor. Let's...
Let's see, units. Cyril is unavailable for some reason. Guess the units look good, so see you next time.